Shalom, shalom. This is Brother Ramawan coming to you with another lesson in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hashem Akakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the Archimat. Let us doing the work in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, truth and sincerity. So, I just wanted to just go into this real quickly, as I was watching the news. Not really watching it. It was just on, just saw a couple of things that I thought was interesting, man. They was talking to a lot of people to do in regards to this Jubilee, all right? This Platinum Jubilee for Her Royal Highness, right? And the fact that you've got still to this day our people out there celebrating the longevity of rulership of these devils is just amazing. Anyone that celebrates them is just gone in their head, man. But to be of our people, there's something wrong with you, man. This is the same people that have brought havoc on this earth, man, with their colonialism. Their hand in, slavery and oppression. And they've done that all over the world, man. This is the same woman that sits in a throne with a crown on her head with stolen jewels, man. She's not, they talk about her great service. What service, man? What has she done for the people? Right? A true ruler, the likes of King David, King Solomon, man. They rule in wisdom. They rule with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And first and foremost, man, you're not even meant to have any queens, man. Let's just get that out of the way. Men are supposed to be above the woman. Therefore, this is a complete and utter, topsy-turvy world where we're living in. Imagine that you have a woman ruling an entire nation, man. That's going off. And the Lord, specifically said that the man is above the woman, man. All right. And he also said that there's a new thing in the earth, paraphrasing that a woman shall how does it go again? Basically, I'm going to just butcher it if I try it, so I'm just going to say it like this. Just, it talks about a woman basically overtaking the man. And that's what we have in this scenario. That's why this country's had, 2 female prime ministers. You got other countries in the world that have female presidents. You got women in high positions ruling over, commanding men. So this place is upside down. Anyway, getting back to the point. It's madness, man. You got our people out here celebrating this. Because you know why? Because they're so eager to want to get to be involved and get along and be alongside these Edomites, man. That's how much the oppression has hit home. So much so that they have to be a part of everything what Esau's doing. Just they want to fit in so bad, man. But this ain't for us. Sooner or later, these people are going to be under us anyway. Right? They're going to be in subjection under us, under Yahweh Shai, under Yahweh. All right? They're going to be in the rulership of the Israelites. And we're going to rule them with an iron fist, man. And rightfully so. The same way that it ruled over us. So basically, you're betting on these Jakes out here. These sellout Jakes. They're betting on the losers, man. They're betting on the losers. All right. You know, there's no way that Esau can win. He's already lost. It's foretold. You know. So anyway, I'm just gonna get some scriptures, man. It's not gonna be a long thing. Just our people are finished, man. They're lost. That's why a small remnant of Israel is gonna make it, because the rest of our people are too happy dwelling in this land. You know, dwelling in this society, being at the bottom, but you know, always hoping and dreaming that Esau's gonna, you know, give them a hand up and put them on the same plateau as them. But it's never gonna happen. Esau's never gonna do that. This man, look at this picture, man. This man is decked out, and that Union Jack, man. That Union Jack belongs to our people anyway, man, because our people ruled this land. All right, under King James, man. All right, he unified, you know, the British Isles, man, and he was a dark-skinned man. Not like how these Edomites want to teach you. All right. So yeah, let me just get a few scriptures, man. I'm gonna close out after that. So I've got one here ready to roll. So let's read this. This is Proverbs 11:21. It says, "Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered." And it's the righteous, man. You know, I want to just get to the point here quickly. The righteous, man, are those that believe on Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That's not, the righteous isn't the entire nation of Israel, man. You know, the majority of our people are going to be destroyed on this side, man, by Yahweh Shai and the angels and the elect and those missiles, man. All right, but it says the wicked shall not be unpunished, man. There's no amount of and really, what's that saying? It's not saying that though hand join in hand, Israel will not become what they're supposed to become. It's telling you that doesn't matter if it's about them joining unto us, man. Really, if you really read that right, they're not going to go unpunished, man. We can cling on to them as much as we like, but it's not going to change the outcome of their destiny. Right? They're going to be destroyed, man. All right, they're going to be destroyed. There's no getting out of that, man. It's already been written. You know, the book of Obadiah is one of the best places to read the outcome for that, man, because that details their end destruction. You know, they're finished. You know, they're finished, man. This is Proverbs 3 and Proverbs 3 and Proverbs 3 and 31. It says, envy thou, Salakia, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. So what are you standing out there in a parade for, man? Dressed up like a clown, clapping for a woman that's done nothing for you. Neither has her whole family or people. All right? Her husband was well known to be racist, man. Well known. The things that came out of his mouth, and they blamed it on him being old and senile and shit like that. No, man, it's just what it is, man. That man was probably smarter than they gave him credit for in the media. You know, when he's talking about coming back as a virus, man, he knew exactly what he meant. I'm talking about Philip. You know, her past husband, you know. Yeah, man. So it says, envy thou not the oppressor, choose none of his ways, man. Stop copying what this guy does, man. You know, it says in Job, man, the Lord has set up over us the basest of men. He's the lowest. He's nothing to strive for. All right. If you look at his track record, and I'm talking about the Edomites, if you look at their track record, they're not to be admired, man. They're not to be, you're not to, you're not to, seek after their ways, man. Their ways are the ways of death. All right. There's a few in it. I'm going to get another one in Proverbs, saying as I'm here. This is Proverbs 16:4. It says, "The Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil." Now the wicked, if you go to the book of Malachi, is Esau, man. All right. He's made for the day of evil. He's made for destruction. That's it. He's made to come here on this earth, wreak his havoc, right? Have his little rulership, have his little piece of power, in order for the world to understand what true wickedness is, man. All right? Because they're going to know what wickedness is. They don't know it yet because they're still blinded. The veil has not been lifted, right, yet completely. They're still blinded. People are starting to wake up to it, but they're still blinded to the wickedness of this nation of people, man. All right? But when we are ruling, they're going to see the difference, man. They're going to see how righteous rulership benefits all. All those that want to live righteously, of course. If you want to be wicked, man, it's not going to benefit you at all. And that is why most people don't want to hear this truth, man, because they just want to continue to be wicked. All right? They don't see the benefits of being righteous. It says, everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. And they're proud, man. Stand up on the balcony, everyone's clapping and waving for them and screaming, and they love that. That's all they've ever known, being at the top of the food chain, being more or less worshipped, man. They've got people out in the streets today, closing up the streets, having street parties, man. She must be laughing her head off. She must be at home in her palace, laughing her head off, man. At the masses. But I can guarantee you one thing, I don't know this for a fact, but I can more or less guarantee you that the amount of people that were out celebrating over this weekend is probably at its all-time lowest that it's ever been for any Jubilee. All right? So yeah, it says, everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord, though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished. It says it again. All right? These are our enemies, man. And you stupid ass, boneheaded, what was the Lord call them? Stiff-necked Israelites, man. You're going to find out. Truly you're going to find out. I mean, you already kind of know it in the back of your minds, but you're really going to, when he comes down, when this devil comes down with great wrath, you're going to understand that he hates you and he's your enemy. I'm not going to read Psalms 83, but you know this one. It talks about, the enemies, are in confederacy against us, man. And that's all the other nations. And the head of that confederacy is Esau. All right? Any Jakes caught out there celebrating things like this should be ashamed. What are you doing? Psalm 62:10 says, "Trust not in oppression." Right? I don't need to read anything else because that's really going to. I want to read that line. Trust not in oppression, man. Okay. We have oppressors that have done nothing. Like I said early on in this lesson, it's like you have to look at who's ruling over you, man. What have they done for you, man? Like that song, What Have You Done For Me Lately, yeah? I can't remember who sings it. That was back in the 80s, you know, giving away my age. But, yeah, man. What has she done for you lately, yeah? What have these royals done for you? Nothing. Just like all the rulers on this earth. Alright? You know, imagine how a lot of these jakes that are cleaving onto these people are going to feel when Yahweh Shai comes back and all is said and done and they realize, well, they're the ones that are going to be shamefaced, man. Alright? You know, but Esau's done a good job on our people anyway. You can't, you know, he's done a good job, man. He's put himself up as the Most High, more or less. So, you know, he's worshipped. Not just by our people, by many other nations all over the world, man. Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. You know, this is a good one. We like to get this one out because you have to hit this. This has to be hammered home. All right. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, right? For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place." That's exactly what they did, man. That's how they got into rulership in these British Isles, man. We let them in. When we were ruling, we let them in, man. The Lord told us not to do that, but by that time we had forgotten all of these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Or at least we weren't living by them, you know, as we should have been. It says, "Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place," right? "Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember thy words and be pricked therewith." You know, I'm not like the master of the history on these things. If you want to hear the history on that, you can go to the my brother Yakal's channel called I believe it's just The Real Israelites, man. All right, and he goes into the history, man. He knows the history. So if you want to learn more about that, you know, you go to that brother's channel and, you know, learn up. But anyway, so, you know, that's straight to the point there, man. That's exactly how they got into power in the first place. They're not even the true rulers, man. Remember, the Most High setteth up the kings, man. Doesn't say the queens, but here you go. We have them anyway because of Esau and his upside down, inside out, and backward ways, man. All right. So yeah, they crept in unawares, man. All right. Anyway, that's it on that. It was going to be a short one. It went on a little bit longer than I expected, but you know, Lord willing, there's some edification in there. And yeah, I want to give all the praises and all glory to Yahweh, Basham Yahushai, Basham Kakwadash. You know, never trust thine enemy, man. These people are going down. Now's not the time to start cleaving to them now, man. Their time is nearly over. And they know it. Hence the reason why they're trying to become the victims now. They're trying to take our place without taking our place. If you know what I mean. Anyway, with that, you know, we're going to edifying. Shalom to the next one.